Hey everyone, I hope you had a great day. Let me know what you think about 2 videos a day. Is it too much? In this video we are looking at some new r/idoworkherelady stories. The first story is called A Nice Offer for the Wrong Guy. Okay, with Christmas coming, I thought I would share a story about my dad's adventure at a house of female entertainment. My dad has always been a bit of a free spirit and was always looking for something interesting to do. One thing that captured his heart was Christmas trees. In particular, taking Christmas trees to Florida and selling them. So for several years, come October, he would arrange for a couple of trailers of good Nova Scotian trees to be shipped to Florida. And just before the American Thanksgiving, he would drive down and take up residence for 6 weeks selling his trees. He quickly became known as a crazy Canadian who sold trees in flip-flops and t-shirts, while the locals were bundled in their winter coats going on about how cold it was. Since he had absolutely gorgeous trees and didn't expect people to pay with their firstborn child, his lot became so popular he had to add a third load of trees halfway through his season. So one day, Dad is standing in his lot talking trees, and a very beautiful, very well-dressed lady came up to him asking about buying a tree. What was the tallest tree in his lot, and how much was it? Dad showed her his best tree and told her the price, $75. The lady smiled and asked him if she paid him $100 extra, would he please bring it to her address that afternoon and set it up for her? No problem. Later that afternoon, Dad left his helper in charge of the lot and drove the tree over to a very genteel neighborhood. Dad pulled up in his pickup, knocked on the door, and was invited in by a very pretty girl who left to get the lady. The lady came, showed Dad where the tree was supposed to go, and left him to his devices. So keep in mind, Dad is a small town guy, a country boy. Houses of entertainment just weren't in his lexicon. He brought the tree in and went about setting it up, and a pretty girl walked by and smiled at him. Dad smiled back. He went out to get something from his truck. Came back, another girl walked by and smiled at him. After the 5th or 6th girl, Dad started noticing that their clothing was very minimal. Very minimal. Dad started to blush, but kept his eyes firmly on the tree. Eventually he got it set up nice and straight, anchored to the wall, and was packing up to go when the lady came back into the room. After admiring the tree and Dad's handiwork, she paid him and then offered him the services of one of her girls. Dad gulped, chuckled nervously, and stammered, "I'm just here for the tree, ma'am." And with that, he bolted for the safety of his truck. Funny thing, after that, the lady came back every year for a tree and Dad set it up for her. She never offered services again though. Would you say the background is important, or is it okay for you this way? The next story is called But the Ranger Said. At the time of this story, we were week 3 into a fire ban. There was a massive forest fire going on across the state. I work with 2 rangers, one is from a foreign country, the other is native. So when someone tries to trick me about what the ranger said, I know it's not gonna be true. I enter the campground. Both bosses are out, but they have me on fire patrol and immediately fresh smokes fills my nose. I come upon this site. A badly parked car, an older lady with 2 Jap dogs and a husband who nurses beers. "Hello campers, I'm here to inform you that we have a fire ban in place. Please put your fire out." The lady puts the dog down and says, "No, the ranger said it was fine." I look at her confused, because both rangers are not only not okay with fires, but the native one's land is on fire, and he was adamant, no fires. Here's the other thing, the fire ban is based on what the county fire marshals say, and they say no flames. So, which ranger was it? I asked. I tend to confirm these things to be safe. He was a tall white man. There's no ranger that works here who looks like that. Also, the fire ban is by county fire marshal's discretion, not ours, and the fire ban is statewide. Please put the fire out. She gets mad. Well, the ranger on the coast said, "Miss, this isn't the coast, please put the fire out." Furthermore, they are on fire ban as well. I'm trying to save you a ticket. She tells me to, "Buzz off, you are just a toilet scrubber." Okay, game on, idiot. I talked to the ranger who was in charge of our park, and he was on a day off. He was not happy about what was going on with this camper. So he got his uniform on, walked up and said, "Hi, my employer asked you to put this fire out." The camper looked at him and said, "No one came by." He said, Well, if you are lying, this is a $5,000 fine and 5 years jail time. On top of that, I will have to summon GNR to put this out, which is an additional $5,000 fine. She went flush, realizing I was saving her $10,000 and jail time. Come to think of it, an employee kinda came by and said something. We will put it out right now. My boss got back in his truck, went back to the station to drop everything off, told me what happened, did the good boy bit and went back to his day off. The next day we got a nasty gram from her. She wrote this very long, angry letter about how I am lazy, stupid, fat, filthy and overpaid. She got banned from all parks after this. Basically, the ranger runs your plates and you get a fine for trespassing. The last story is called He Wants Me Thrown Out. I was working in a liquor store and my coworker went for a break. Since the store was empty, I joined her to get some fresh air. Our store didn't have any official uniforms, but I tried to look somewhat professional, with polo shirts and such. While sitting there, we see a customer approach, and I tell my coworker that she can finish her smoke. The customer walks up to our exit door with a big red sign that says exit only on it and is confused that there's no handle. I tell him that it's the wrong door, but he just looks at me and tries again. As I walk through the entrance, he follows me and grabs a six-pack. I asked him if he needs help with anything, and he replies that I can't bother him in here or I'll be thrown out. A bit confused, I said okay and stood behind my till. At that moment he realized that I was an employee. He pays for his beer and apologized. Apparently he thought I was a panhandler and was just ignoring everything I said cause he thought I was asking for money. After he walked out, I went back outside to join my coworker and tell her what happened. She just started to laugh and makes jokes about how oblivious some people can be. Thanks for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have time, watch another of my videos. And now, I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.